Guys, today we're going to be simming the 2024 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Justin Fields will be quarterback, and number 2, he is 10'5". So we're going to be simming through every single game here, and I'll be honest with you, not sure how this is going to go, but I'm kind of interested to see. Now, apologize that all the players, as you can see, are number 11 and number 22. This is a glitch whenever you modify rosters. This type of thing happens. Sometimes it fixes itself, sometimes it does not. Now, let's get right into the offense here, and let's start off the game. Now, I'm going to play some of each game, and then I'm going to sim the rest and see how it all goes out. But there is Justin Fields, and okay, taking off running the first play. Not bad. I mean, overall wise, it was actually a pretty good run. Doesn't seem as fast when he's 10.5 feet tall. That's very clearly a little bit of a difference there, as Van Jefferson gets a touchdown. Now, here's a huge benefit of having a guy that is this humongous and absolutely freakishly tall, is that when he throws the football, he's going to throw it very far, first off, and also he has the, kind of, I guess, arc on the football that, I mean, you could see that. That's a very tall football arc. So it's going to be able to get past a lot of players where normally it might not be able to. So starting off, not bad. You know what? Actually, let's sim the rest of the game. Now that I think about it, let's sim the rest of the game. Let's see what the CPU can do. Let's hopefully start this game off 1-0. But okay, so far, a very back and forth week 1 affair right here. It could be 13-16, 16-13, 16-16. Okay, back and forth, overtime, and the Steelers win the first game of the season in a overtime thriller, 19-6. So Justin Fields, 287 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I mean, overall, a pretty good day. So let's get right into the second game. But before we do that, let's take a look at the stats. So Jaylen Warren led the team in rushing. Pat Freiermuth led the team in receiving. Van Jefferson had 103 yards in this game. Defensively, sack-wise, TJ Watt led the team. And then no interceptions. So week 2, here we go. Week 2 of the season, and we get to play Bo Nix. But what we also have is the ability to... I actually got to fix the depth chart every single time here. For some reason, Justin Fields is always the second quarterback. But we also get the ability to use ourselves the 10.5 foot tall Justin Fields, not Russell Wilson. And we're currently 1-0 in the season. So hopefully we can continue this run throughout the rest of this now. All right, just get the tackle. And we're going to play one offensive drive every single game. Just to kind of get a general gist of what this is going to look like. So if you guys want me to do this with another team, another player, tell me down below, and we will go ahead and do so. But there is our boy Justin Fields. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, take off running. I tried to stop and run, and I think he broke something when he tried to stop. So the player motion is definitely not the greatest when it comes to stopping. That's definitely a flaw in the system when you're like this frequency tall. If I go player lock, okay, never mind. I thought I could go. I don't know why I thought I could go first person for a second. All right, come on, take off running, baby. Avoid the tackle. If you spam Y when you're this tall, you just keep getting a hurdle animation, and it makes it impossible to tackle you. Okay, I tried celebrating, and I think he was trying to throw the ball, which caused a little bit more problems than answers. Shout out to that fact. And shout out to Bo Nix, because apparently Bo Nix is absolutely John Elway, because he is having himself a fantastic day so far. Yeah. I'm going to guess that we're starting off this season at 1-1 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Bo Nix, yeah, I don't know why his image or picture isn't correct, but that's a very stirring Bo Nix, to say the least. Roman Wilson, I don't know why these pictures are not correct. I can't even answer that question. But let's get into week 3, guys. Week 3 of the NFL season and the home opener for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Currently 1-1 on the season, and so far it's been a mixed bag of everything, I feel like. Alright, so let's do all offense real fast. So let's go ahead and see what they do. They go down and score a touchdown, so now we're going to have to, make the comeback series happen here. I kind of just want to run with Justin Fields, I'll be honest with you. Don't touch me, don't touch me, I'm sterile. Don't touch me, I'm sterile. Let's go. It is so fun to run with a 10.5-foot tall player in Madden. I don't know why, it's just so freaking fun. Bro, he threw that ball. Hold up. Nah, we gotta watch that back. 1 sec, boys. We gotta watch this back. So he throws the football. Wide open guy, right? Because he throws off his back leg, bro had to go up and literally moss that ball just to make the actual catch. Now, that is Jalen Warren, so it's like, that's like worst case scenario. Running back doing it, plus the fact the guy is freakishly tall. It didn't work out too well. Okay, so I'm starting to realize that this whole being really... He doesn't even fit on the screen, bro. This whole being really tall thing doesn't help when it comes to sideline throws, because you kind of... It's hard to get it in bounds because of the fact that he's throwing it at a very high level. And also, that was kind of wildly inaccurate, which ended up working out in our favor. Love to see it, baby. Love to see it. All right, can we go 2-1 on the season? Come on, Justin. You're 10.5 feet tall for a reason, baby. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, buddy. 21-21. Completely choked it away. Love to see it. Bro, nobody wants to win this game. Steelers win their second time in overtime. 2-1 on the season with 2 overtime wins. 4 touchdowns for Justin Fields. I mean, I guess that's a huge W in the end. But let's get into the next week, guys. I didn't realize how many games the Steelers started off this season away. Like, they play 1 home game, and like, we're 2-1 right now. We're rocking and rolling. But there's so many away games we play to start off this season. Holy crap. I mean, yeah. It's gonna be tough, but this isn't even the tough part of the schedule. The tough part is the ending part of the schedule. That's when things get a little shaky. Shaky shocky, as you would say. Oh no, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Trying to hurdle that was definitely not my best decision ever, but you know what? It works out in the end a little bit. Okay, you want me to lob that, but I can't lob that. Bro. It's like if you try to hurdle, you click the hurdle button too early, you automatically just fluff yourself over. Alright. That was actually right on the money. That was not really too far up in the air. And I also, now I'm just realizing Justin Fields also doesn't have the best throw accuracy possible in Madden. So that probably does not help. Very tall. So the ball is already going to be weirdly inaccurate. And then you have the fact that he's already not the greatest thrower of the football in Madden. So that also does not help. There we go. Look at that speed burst, boys. That right there is a 100,000 mile per hour speed burst. And that's how you win games, boys. Is you just got to get that speed burst in you. All right, 21-17, 21-24. Come on. Let's keep it rocking. Trying to actually be a positive here. Yeah, okay. 3-1 on the season. That's not a win, so that's 2-2 on the season. Yeah, I don't think they can afford to start off 2-2. I don't know why Richardson, his picture's not working. Yeah, some of these players are not working the picture. Again, when you change rosters like that, it glitches everything. You guys probably saw my video the other day about that. But anyway, 2-2 going into week 5. 1 sec. All right, 2-2 to start this season off. Not what you want to do if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers here, especially with how this season will end with the ending schedule. I'm just going to go ahead and actually start simming the whole entire game. I'm not going to play a drive. Just so this video isn't like, 1 hour long. I'm not going to make it a little bit simple for you guys. But let's just see. 7-10, 13-7, 14-13, okay. 17-13. Come on. All right, so hopefully 3-2 here. Another bro, these overtime games are insane. And the Steelers win their third overtime game this season. 3 overtime wins this season. That is wild. 3-2. And all 3 wins are overtime wins. They can't win unless they go to overtime. That's literally what I'm getting out of all this. That is insane. A 3-2 record. If they only win in overtime, bruh, this is going to be wild. Let's put in that 10.5 foot tall Justin Fields. They only win in overtime. This is going to be absolutely insane. Just go to Super Bowl just winning overtime games. I mean, hey, it works. Now they get to play the Raiders, which is like an easy part of their schedule, but I'm not even sure because it's actually 10-10 right now, and it's a back-and-forth football game. 17-13, okay. Mike Tomlin's going to get them 500 no matter what, so we automatically know that. They tried to choke this game in the end. They absolutely tried to choke that game away. And the Raiders were like, no, we are the choke artists. We are the team that chokes this away. So they tried so hard to. All right, 4-2, boys. 4-2, rocking the next week. All right, New York Jetsies. New York Jetsies, which apparently are going to be good this season. I guess we'll have to wait and see on the New York Jets. As long as Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy and play the whole entire season, I think that they could be a very successful team. It really comes down to that one simple fact, though. If he can stay healthy, pretty much. If he can't stay healthy, it's what it is at the end of the day. But right now, this is a very nonchalantly AFC North type game. Dude, Justin Fields took forever to score. Okay. Wait, did they go for 2? Hold up. Nah, hold up. So it was 19-20 at the end of the game. The Jets went for a 2-point conversion, and Aaron Rodgers got sacked, and they lost the game because they went for 2. And you know what I feel like about this? This isn't like the whole, oh, wow, they went for 2 to win the game because they just wanted to win the game. I fully believe this is because the fact the Steelers have 3 wins this season, all based on overtime wins, that the New York Jets, they did their homework. They were like, we don't feel like dealing with an overtime game versus the best overtime team in football. So 5-2 now, boys, 5-2. All right, New York Giants. We are getting very close to the absolute horrendous part of this schedule. And 5-2 is kind of where I expect the Steelers to be. I kind of expect them to do very well in this very first part of the schedule. I could see them going 8-0. I really could. 8-0 going into their bye week, and then they obviously have, the tough part with, well, they play the Commanders, and then they play tough. But, wow, they got absolutely annihilated in this game. They came back, though. They definitely came back in the end. The Giants tried to choke that game away in the end, but they could not choke it hard enough, apparently. All right, so Justin Fields tried coming back. A 5-3 record now, so not really looking too great, but let's just get into the next game, guys. I cannot believe that. So going into their bye week, they get destroyed. I guess not destroyed in the end. It ended up being a close game in the end with the, the Giants. But pretty much got destroyed 90% of that game to the very end. Dang, man. Talk about going to a bye week with a very negative look to you. And what is happening, bro? This Steelers offense have absolutely fallen off a cliff. They got a safety. They got a safety in this game before they could score a touchdown. Okay. 5-4. They are kind of slowly collapsing in on themselves. This is not really where you want to be right now. This is the worst place to start collapsing in on yourself with, is at this moment in time. But, all right. 5-4. Steelers are literally collapsing now. That Giants game destroyed this squad for whatever reason. And it's, let's see if they bounce back. They play the Ravens in Pittsburgh here. And it's just offense, man. I don't know what happened to Justin Fields. Like, did he just break or something? 10.5 feet tall. Can't save his booty right now. Because that's another loss. That's 5-5. That is atrocious. More atrocious, the fact that Lamar Jackson couldn't score a touchdown in this game. But he did throw 2 interceptions, Justin Fields, that is. So I guess that does help out a lot. Dang. Okay. 5-5 record. Let's go, boy. All right, 5-5, and now they play the Cleveland Brownies in Pittsburgh. Cleveland, you're coming to the most perfect spot possible because you're playing a Steelers squad that's like literally going belly up this season. But somehow, some way, Mike Tomlin will get them to a solid 500-plus record. And apparently, wait, hold up, 5-5. No, they won games without overtime. I was going to say, was this the first non-overtime win? But no, they've won without overtime. So now it's 6-5. It's a lot better. Kind of, sparking up a tad bit better. Above 500, that is. Typical. That solid 6-5 record. Looking, typical Mike Tomlin-esque. Now they get to play my Cincinnati Bengals in the jungle. Hoo day, hoo day. And, wow, they're actually doing pretty well. I don't like this. I mean, like, for video's sake, this is cool, awesome, Steelers, potentially playoff team doing this. But for, me's sake, I don't like this. Okay. Definitely ref cheated. Zebras helped them out in that one. So now 7-5 because the Zebras saved the Steelers bacon as always. Sorry, it's a instinct, okay? It's an instinct. 7-5, whatever. All right, 7-5. My bad, guys. Kind of got personal there, Listen, it's my team, man. I'm gonna be a little bit of biasy here, but they get to play the Browns again. This time in Pittsburgh. So let's see how this ends up turning out. 7-5 currently looks like they're kind of getting back on the swing of things, which is exactly what you want to do if you're the Steelers right now, especially at the ending part of the schedule being so difficult. If you can start getting going now, this is going to be your best friend. And 8-5 it is, man. 8-5 it is. All right, so another game versus Deshaun Watson. And an 8-5 record coming out of this game. Looking pretty dang well so far. But now they got a couple tough games to end off this season. Philadelphia Eagles. The city of brotherly love. Or double D batteries, whatever they call it. Alright. We'll see how this goes. Only 5 losses on the season so far. So Steelers actually rocking pretty well here. Let's see. Okay. Potentially 6 losses if Justin... Oh, never mind. Justin Fields got going. Justin Fields got going. The Eagles are such an interesting team. They collapsed last year around this time. So, is that a 9-5 record for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Oh, that doesn't look beautiful. But they have 3 tough games left. So, all right. It's not... They play the Bengals, they play the Chiefs, and they play the Ravens left. So this is the gauntlet, mini gauntlet at the end of the season. All right, here we go. Ravens in Baltimore here. Let's see how this game turns out. Justin Fields, put you in at the starting role, my good sir. And let's jump forward to the end of this game. So 9-5 currently. A win today could put them in the playoffs, or it could completely belly up them because this ending part of the schedule is actually very challenging. But they came back in this game versus the Ravens. Holy crap. But they lose in the end. So 9-6 currently. And this is like the worst case scenario if you're a Steelers fan. because now you're right around the corner of being a playoff team, but you also right around the corner of your typical 9-8 record. And a 9-6 record. And the Steelers are 2 games away. They got to play the Chiefs in Pittsburgh, and then they got to play the Bengals in Pittsburgh. And getting through the Chiefs is easier said than done. Trust me, we understand in Cincinnati. Okay, so far, I mean, the Steelers are fighting. They are absolutely fighting for the chance to make the playoffs here. And they fought hard. That's a very hard fight. 9-7 record though. A 4 touchdown games for Justin Fields, but a 9-7 record will put them right outside right now, looking into the playoffs. And their final game is in Pittsburgh versus Cincy. Final game of the season. Steelers, you're 9-7. Will you be that perfect 9-8 record that Mike Tomlin loves, that might not be a playoff team, but will be pretty damn close? And this game is so AFC North, bro. This is such an AFC North game. Absolutely such an AFC North game. Okay? And they win. The Steelers go 10-7. A 10-7 record. They don't make the playoffs, by the way, in this franchise. But 10-7, you're pretty much one game out of the playoffs. And still, 10-7 record's not bad. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to see this with another player, tell me down below.